We're at Lane Motor Museum in Nashville, Tennessee. We've been open for 13 years. We're a predominantly European museum that has cars typically that people haven't seen. Yeah, it was Sensuous Steel, which was an Art Deco exhibit. Lane Motor Museum had a Tatra T97 in that exhibit, and we worked together with the Frist because they brought a lot of people into Nashville, and so a lot of them thought, oh hey, we can make a day of it, you know, we can go see the cars at the Frist and we can go to the Lane Motor Museum. So with Bellissima, the Frist exhibit is a post-war Italian cars, mostly prototypes, very unusual, unique cars. So that's what the Frist exhibit focuses on. Our exhibit is going to focus more on the cars that people would normally drive, that you would see on the roads back in that era, where the Frist exhibit, those cars, they were owned by very special people, and they were driven probably on nice days and not driven a whole lot. The stars of our show, I think, we have a 1938 Fiat 508C that's a one-off. It's a very beautiful car. It's a very visual car, a lot of swooping lines, so that's a very, very interesting, unique car. We also have a Lamborghini that's a very, 200 produced, so it's a low volume. Came from the wedge shape of the 70s when a lot of the supercars were all seemed to be wedge shaped. So I think those are two of the stars. Even the Fiat 500s in the United States, people, although they sold those here, I think most people haven't seen the original Fiat 500. It kind of ties in now because now we have the new Fiat 500, which is twice the size of the original Fiat 500. But I think a lot of people are interested in seeing those cars and seeing how, back in that time, how small it was. Amazingly enough, it's a four-seater, and people look at it and think there's no way you'd ever get four people in here. But, back then, that's the only car people had, and if they had four people, they had to cram in it and go somewhere. So we want to encourage you to come to Bellissima at the Frist, and also if you can come to the Lane Motor Museum. We're going to have about 34 Italian cars, 4 bicycles, and 4 motorcycles on display to celebrate the motoring history of post-war Italy.